Today we'll be playing Game of Thrones by Fantasy Flight Games. Game of Thrones is a game for 3 to 6 players in which you battle over who will take control of the Iron Throne after the death of the previous king. Today we will be playing with 5 players, and thus, on the starting track, which is preset by house, everyone will move up 1 space if they start behind the initial starting house. You'll see each house will have different starting abilities. So House Baratheon will start with the Iron Throne, which enables them to go first and choose between ties outside of combat. Combat ties are decided by whoever's in charge of fiefdom, which in this case will start out with House Greyjoy. The King's Court house will be controlled by the Lannisters, in which case they get to control the Messenger Raven, enabling them to look at the Wildlings deck as well as maneuver tokens after they're revealed. Each house starts with a preset amount of castles on the victory track. The victory condition is the first to 7 castles, or whoever's the highest after the 10th turn. Meanwhile, you have a set supply cap which you can get by unlocking areas that have barrels, followed by an update from the playing cards. As you upgrade your supply, you can have larger and more powerful armies. In gameplay, there are 5 options as the turns progress. You have raid orders, which enable you to alter what your opponents can do or cannot do. You have march orders, which enable you to march on your opponents and attack them or remove your army to an adjacent territory. There are consolidate power orders, which enable you to take power tokens, or to, if you have the special one, muster or summon more soldiers at one of your castles or fortresses. There is a defense order, which enables you to strengthen your defending army upon attack, as well as a support order, which enables you to strengthen your attacking or defending parties. When moving in Game of Thrones, you can use a march order, and if you have ships, you can travel through your ship territories to adjacent land territories to aid in attack and support, as well as to increase your dominance over the sea, giving you more room to move about. When you attack a location, some of them have a natural neutral army, in which case your army has to be greater than theirs to take control. When playing a Consolidate Power, you get a power token for the Consolidation Crown as well as any crowns on the area. So if playing a Consolidate Power on Dragonstone, you'd gain 1 power token for the card and an additional power token for the crown of the location. Otherwise, you would just get a single, or in some cases, such as King's Landing, you would gain 3 power tokens. Power tokens come into play when bidding for the areas on the Iron Throne, the Fiefdom, and the King's Court tracks. Each player will bid in a closed fist, so the other players do not know how much they are bidding, and upon revelation, whoever has the highest power tokens bid moves up to the 1st, 2nd, 3rd place, and etc. In attacking, each player will add their amount of attacking and support, or defending and support, and whoever has the highest number wins. But combat does not end there. Each player has a hand of house cards, and they each will play 1 in turn. They reveal them at the same time, and they will have different abilities, or they'll have different symbols. A sword indicates that that player kills that many of units and they are incapable of retreat, while a fortification indicates protection so that they will not be overcome by the swords. Join us as we play Game of Thrones by Fantasy Flight Games.
Hi, I'm Sean Howard. I am one of the co-founders of Remorse. My favorite food of all time is a hybrid of 2 different foods. It is a buffalo chicken pizza, and it is fantastic.
Hey, I am Brian Bremner. I am the other co-founder of Remorse, and today I will be playing House Baratheon, because ours is the fury.
Hi, I'm Eric, and I like waffles.
Hello, my name's Luke Piburn. I will be playing House Stark, and I have been bitten by a wallaby.
Hi, I'm Aaron Riggs, and I'm an aspiring math teacher here to take you to school.
Today I will be playing House Baratheon, which starts as player 1 on the Iron Throne scale, and thus gets the fancy Iron Throne. So I will begin placing tokens on the board, and I will place a secret face-down token on my ships. Next player is House Lannister.
Secret.
Followed by House Stark.
See your secret, not raise your secret.
Ooh.
Actually, I think that's
Greyjoy?
just seeing a secret.
I'll even keep my move a secret.
Alright, now we will continue to play in order of play. As we get more familiar and comfortable, we will all start playing at once to expedite the process. I'll play on my capital.
This one right about there.
I think I know what you're doing.
You lie.
Shh. It's a secret between me and the camera and everybody watching.
One's walked.
Ouch! Sean, you want to take the knife out of it?
Oh my goodness, it was a big one.
My mom watches these.
And she's very proud.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whose turn?
It is
It's mine.
Lannister's turn.
I'm trying to figure
Some
out where-
jerk messed up his setup while explaining the rules.
I didn't mess it up.
Placing that on the ship right there.
Okay.
Oh, not
on the
supposed to
ship.
sing that.
They couldn't tell what it was. Alright, I have issued orders to all of my units, and thus I do not get to place anymore.
I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm not.
He's fancy. He has 4.
I'm done.
Alright. All orders have been placed. We will now reveal them all simultaneously.
Why did I play that? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Never mind.
Again, starting at the first player on the Iron Throne, we will progress turn-wise, and we start with raid order tokens. Did anybody play a raid?
That would be me. And it's going to fizzle.
Alright. Since no one has any more raid tokens in play, we will start issuing march orders, again in order of the Iron Throne scale. As the sitter on the Iron Throne, awesome grammar, I get to go first. I'll be marching a ship into the Blackwater Bay.
Oh, snap.
Bet you didn't see that one coming.
And when I march, it's generally to John Philip Sousa or whoever.
You would.
Alright, next march goes to Luke, I believe.
Yep.
I have no marches.
Moving there.
I skip right to April.
Oh.
Wait. Oh, I didn't mean to play that one. Whatever.
Now, most people are polite to their friends, but we're not those people.
There.
Speak for yourselves.
Okay, I just did.
And I have no march. Oops. That was supposed to be a march.
Alright, there was no combat this turn.
Anybody else? I've got another march.
So you will continue with your next march. We will then proceed to consolidate order tokens and mustering on special consolidated orders.
I have a special.
I have a special as well.
As do I.
I will be
I don't.
mustering
I'm
a
not
value
special.
of 1 and
Phil Mom
upgrading
says I am,
Should do it in
for a
order, I
value of
suppose.
2.
probably.
And then this one I'll be collecting 2 power tokens, 1 for the crown and 1 for the crown on the board. Eric, do you have any mustering?
Yes. I will just be adding mustard.
And that creates an army of 3.
To your ketchup soldiers.
Yes. I'm ready for any hot dog.
Alright, I'm going to be mustering here. So I can muster
Muster for
a
one.
value of 1.
Now, is that French's or Oscar Mayer?
I really don't like mustard.
Grey Poupon!
Alright. I had collected 2
Okay,
power tokens.
awesome.
So that's what I did.
And Sean.
I am doing my special mustard.
Okay.
And then I have this guy, which won there already, so I will collect 2 from not already
Yep,
batch.
So I'll be doing an additional power.
correct. So 2 tokens.
He's got the power.
Yes.
Did anyone gain castles this turn?
I did.
You did?
I got 1.
You gained 1 castle?
No, I gained 2.
You gained 2? So are you up to 4?
What?
I am up to 3.
Up to 3. I am still at 1.
I think Stark was supposed to start at 2.
Start?
Yes.
Correctly started at 2. Thank you. Alright, so we are on to the bidding phase. Has everyone cleaned up their tokens? Correct. Alright, so we will now be bidding for the Iron Throne. Whoever bids the most power tokens.
Actually, you've got this. which
Oh, I
fizzled.
did. Yes.
Oh yeah, and my fizzle.
Whoever bids the most power tokens wins the Iron Throne. We will then go down by whoever bids the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th most. Ties being decided by the holder of the Iron Throne. So when everyone's bid is ready. And reveal. Alright, so I overbid.
As usual.
As usual. So I am first, you are second.
I retain
And
my seat.
for now, I will leave it as is.
You may have the Iron Throne, but I've got the porcelain.
You would go there. Alright, so we'll now be bidding on the fiefdoms track. Again, the winner gets the Valerian Steel Blade.
What is fiefdom?
It's fiefs.
Isn't it?
And a dumb of
land?
them.
It's land.
Yeah. I was thinking it was
Like
land.
tracts of land.
Yeah.
We're going to pretend it's tracts of land. Correct us in the comments below.
It just sounded like, you know, someone with a lisp saying thiefdom.
She's got huge tracts of land.
195 reference.
Nice.
Get
All
the
right.
tally going, folks.
All right, so then we'll be bidding on fiefdoms. And everyone's ready. And reveal. All right, so Aaron wins, followed by Sean.
So we keep our places,
And
you
followed
can
by me.
Switch the 3 in the end, right?
And you know what? White and red won't be fighting each other, so it doesn't matter. So you know what? This has been a very non-emotional game. We'll stay right there. And now we'll be bidding on King's Court. When everybody's ready.
Let's see. Wonder Twins' powers activate.
And reveal.
I think it's more than just
All
twin.
right. I have 3. You have 3.
What?
4, 4, 4.
What?
All right. So we will go with red, white. Then you are Greyjoy.
Oh.
Wait, how many do you have?
I had 3,
You
but
had
I
3?
tied with you, so
Yep.
that's
All right.
That's correct. Wow. 3 power tokens wasted.
The round will now progress to the second round. The second round begins by us revealing the play cards and acting them in turn order 1, 2, and 3. We will begin by mustering. Recruit new units in your strongholds and castles.
That's a sad day for me.
So only in the castle, so I can't muster a ship into
Correct.
it.
Well, you can muster into your port from
So
your
I
castle.
can upgrade my guy, though, right?
So
Yes,
I can
you
also
upgrade.
do this then, right?
Yes,
Because that won't affect my army of 3.
correct.
How does this help?
Siege units are +4 while attacking against castles and strongholds. In other words, they have 0 attack.
Are they good for defense at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Strictly
do
attack.
that.
But they look really cool as they're being pushed across the plane.
I bet
How
they
do you know
would.
they're not pulled?
They're actually probably pulled. It's probably more efficient.
By some troll or...
Yes.
Oh, that means I have to...
I walked right into that one. Okay, so card 2, Winter is Coming. Immediately shuffle this and draw a new card. You know, we're just going to throw that in the middle. Pretend that didn't happen. And Clash of Kings. Bid on the 3 influence tracks.
Woohoo!
All right, so we are going to start by bidding on the Iron Throne. When you're ready. And reveal. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
How's Terrell taking it?
So Sean, you take the Iron Throne,
Out of
and the rest of us
two.
tie at 0.
Yep.
Yeah.
So rearrange us as you will.
So who's winning right now, and who am I in contention with?
Right now, Greyjoy is leading, followed by Stark.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? It only matters who's in first.
Matters to me.
It matters for turn order.
Turn order as well as time.
Do you want to go
battles.
clockwise, counterclockwise,
Yeah, we're
or a
gonna-
star pattern?
We're gonna we're gonna mess with this, and we're gonna go clockwise. So I'm
Ah.
gonna go Greyjoy second.
Oh. So that puts me at the end.
Yep.
You just totally reversed everything.
I
We're not
did.
playing Uno. Phase 1. Whatever that game
Reverse.
is. Reverse.
I like it. All right, so I
Skip-o.
guess we're going on to fiefdoms.
Fiefdoms. It's going to be hilarious. All right, reveal. All right,
Oh.
Sean, everything's a tie. Rearrange
I'm
it as
going.
you will.
Yeah, I'm going to first.
For a point of record, if you ever draw Clash of Kings right off the bat, save a power token.
Greyjoy's going last. We're gonna go inverse of last time, with the exception of me being first. So Greyjoy's last, then Stark is second to last. No, that was right. Baratheon would be right after Terrell.
Switch me and Stark. Perfect.
Technically, I think
Lannister.
I was here.
here.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Like that?
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, now bidding on King's Court.
All right. Good times.
And reveal. Oh, wow.
Oh look, a tie. I'm going to first.
Wowzers. That, my friends, is how you do it.
So
Woo! I
go
win!
second then. How do you want to arrange
And then
these
us
three?
two are tied.
I don't get to choose. It's based upon the
It's
bids,
based on
right?
bids.
Okay, so who-
I had one.
You had one,
I had one.
so
So
you
you get to
choose.
choose.
We get to choose between those two.
These two.
Yeah, keep it like that. Keep Stark higher than Greyjoy.
You're not very
No
nice.
offense, but you're winning. Kind
Remember how I once
Kind
ruled
of.
the Iron Throne and now I'm at the bottom?
Remember now he owns everything?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so on to phase 3.
One time poorly played.
Feast
My
of
foot.
Thrones. Consolidate power orders cannot be played during this planning phase. So you cannot play crown tokens.
All right.
So
now nobody can get
So
power
that- so
tokens
that's
to
right.
outbid him
Right.
on
So
getting
the
the
man
stuff away
who's
from
held
him.
on to their power tokens is going.
What
to
was
be
the name of the kid? Joffrey. So you're pretty much Joffrey right now.
Yeah, he's Joffrey.
You know,
Only a Tyrellian.
Tyrellian.
Tyrell.
Tyrell.
Okay,
Tyrell.
yeah, Tyrellian.
But you make that sound like an alien race.
Right. Right. You're a
We are
Tyrell.
now in Star Trek.
Basically, I don't really like attacking people, like games like Risk and this normally. So I like to try to form alliances real quick. Before this game actually even started, they left Luke and me alone in the room. So we kind of formed an alliance right off the bat, which was really nice of them to do.
So my plan was to hold the Iron Throne as long as possible. And then this jerk face flipped up. I lost the Iron Throne. And everything else.
Anyway, they told me to come back here and talk strategy. I really don't have much.
I did a fantastic job before by somehow not bidding anything, and then when that one card came up that allowed me to rebid everything, I was the only one with power tokens left. That totally allowed me to take over all 3 ranking positions. Also knowing that, or rather, I got lucky in that we weren't allowed to get any more power tokens. It gives me a second turn with my ability to keep all 3 of the highest ranking positions. In this game, it seems to be all about those bidding mechanisms. So if I can hold on to it just one turn longer, I think I can really turn the tide.
The Wildlings attack Westeros. So the Wildlings attack. So first, before we look at that, they have an attack power of 2. When the Wildlings attack, they are attacking at their attack power of 2. We will bid our power tokens. We have to exceed their power, so we have to have a total of 3 power tokens bid.
I think we're screwed.
If we fail, bad things will happen. If we succeed, good things will happen. So guys, let's work together and reveal.
Yay!
Awesome!
We got our butts kicked.
All right, Eric, what's the bad?
Lowest bidder
Everybody!
Yay!
replaces all of his knights with available footmen.
No!
Any knight unable to be replaced is destroyed.
That is
Oh
horrible.
man! Moral of the story: save tokens.
Yeah, that's
Just go back down to 0.
Yep.
that's really bad. I was doubling down on knights.
All right, so we will again place our command tokens.
Oh,
Oh,
solid.
awesome.
So solid.
Brian, you and I really need to agree on what we're doing.
I'm afraid you're going to attack me.
I'm also afraid you're going to attack me.
How about next round? I don't attack you. You don't attack me.
That sounds good, but it really
One-
freaks me out that you told me that last time you played this game, you totally stab that guy in the back.
Sneaky
Yeah.
people are
I
also
will
short.
pinky promise. Because apparently we're in 3rd grade.
Right.
I'll
do you
take
want me
me
to go
up
get a
on that
Bible?
one.
Do you want me to go get a Bible?
see.
We'll
I
make
have a
it
Bible
easier.
app.
Bible app.
Swearing upon your phone does not count.
I have
So-
a Bible app.
Gentlemen's agreement. I really think that you have 2 places up here you can focus on, and I've got stuff down here that I'm interested in. We should really stop wasting resources.
All right,
on
how
our
about
borders.
next turn? At least for 1 turn. I don't go over there, you don't come over here.
Luke,
I'm
how
gonna
about next
replace
turn I don't
this.
attack
How
you?
about 2 turns?
2 turns? Okay.
Deal?
So until our next, until the breakaway after this one.
Yes.
I'm not terribly certain how well House Stark can really do at this point. They seem more like a late game bloomer. So I'm going to try to turtle a bit, build up my supplies and everything like that, maybe stay away from combat unless it's defensive. I hope that's going to work, because I'm really not sure.
My new strategy is I forged an alliance with Sean of House Tyrell. And I think if I stab him in the back, we have 2 turns, so if I stab him in the back immediately after it dissolves, which I guess it isn't stabbed in the back, I can cut him down a notch. But then I feel I have to worry about the Starks, because winter is coming.
My plan so far is to honor our gentleman's agreement between Brian and I and go through the south and try and get as much as I can. I need to get Greyjoy out of there, which is why I attacked his ship lines earlier. If I can sever that, then I can go after his castle in the south.
And I've got to hand it to Luke and Eric. They've been great to their bargain. But I'm probably going to have to stab Luke in the back after this. So, sorry, Luke.
I think the person I'm most worried about is Brian, because he's a little unpredictable. And I just don't know if I can trust him. I know that he holds grudges if you break, your agreement, but I'm wondering if he'll keep his agreement. So
The gentleman's agreement between Brian and I feel like is about to run out because he's running at his limit of people. I'm running at my limit. So I feel like things are about to get a little tense. I decided to honor it again, just to try and be an honorable person. I know the Tyrells probably weren't the most honorable, but that's how I roll, That's how I'm going to represent this.
I think I'm going to start being the chaos player, because everyone loves the chaos. Alright, Luke, marching. Alright, for me, marching.
Actually, I think this guy fizzles because nobody else can
And
use him. Seriously, I could have stopped him and jumped way up.
I would have stopped him too.
thanks for joining us as we played Game of Thrones. So we're going to quickly be reviewing the game. Remember, 1 is the best, 10 is the worst. Luke, would you like to give us your thoughts?
Sure. I'd probably give the game a 4. I mean, playing as House Stark is really at a disadvantage. You don't really start with a lot, and basically the only strategy I had to do well was Turtle, and it just didn't work out well for me.
How about Aaron? What were your thoughts?
I would probably give it about a 3. Basically, House Greyjoy is set up to gain some real quick fortresses and castles and stuff, but that made me a target really early on. So it made it really difficult for me to try to turtle, which is actually my preferred method. I was out there doing a lot more attacking than I prefer. So as House Greyjoy, I feel maybe our positions were a bit switched than what they normally were.
Eric, what are your thoughts?
Well, I didn't actually do anything this game.
You kept the sword out of our hands.
I kept the sword out of people's hands. That's about it. I'm pretty much the hippie of the group.
He's a lover.
And what number do you say?
I'd probably... it was pretty fun. It just took a bit. I'd probably give it a 4.
Okay. Sean?
I'm going to give it a 5. I expect a lot out of Fantasy Flight. The quality of the components were fantastic. As always. They've never let me down. I expected a little bit more, maybe role-playing a little bit. There isn't a whole lot that's different for each house other than where you start in the track, obviously, and then your cards, but your cards don't really have a lot of the story involved. So I felt like they kind of dropped the ball on trying to immerse you in the world of Game of Thrones, and maybe there's a good reason for that, but overall, I just give it a 5. I mean, the theme is there in pictures and stuff, but you don't feel it. Yeah. Also, my attention span drops off after about 60 minutes, and this is like a 140-minute game. Yeah. So over 2 hours. Yep. And the first couple of times you play it through, it's about double that. So we're at about the 3-4 hour mark now. Yep. So, I mean, my attention span just tanked after about the first hour. So I was like, okay, I get it. Lots of repetition. But I'd like to see more randomness, more role-playing.
Yeah. I would give it a 2. Granted, I won, so I'm biased. Ours is the fury. But I really enjoyed it. I love long games. I'm kind of the opposite. Arkham Horror, my favorite game of all time right now. I'm just D&D. I love things that are long, especially when it kind of has a narrative. And you can see a narrative happening. The way I broke our treaty, that's kind of like, stab you in the back. So, I mean, I greatly enjoyed it, but I understand that's not everyone's cup of tea. And I think the more you play it, the more strategy you would develop. And I think kind of with that, the more you would enjoy it, then after a while, I think it would get stale and it would get cold. So I, of course, understand where everyone's coming from. That would give us a total score, if my math serves me right, which it rarely does, of 18, and thus an average of 3.6.
Wow.
So I know people are looking at me, the math person, but I've already forgotten what people have rated it. I think there was like a 5, a 4, a 4, a
3, and a 2, something like that. But anyways,
all right, so
thank you.
18. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Gamers Remorse, and we hope to see you again soon.
That's why Randy Newman is going to the unspeakable place of fire. Right, Brian?
Yes.
Utah?
I was thinking more Arizona, but close enough.
I was thinking Florida. Where old people go to retire, right?
Utah alcohol's banned.
And badly vote.
Oh,
And vote badly. Well, they're old. You can't expect them to vote well.
Well,
They can't see what circle's what.
Like, hang on, what's a chat, huh?
What's our demographic for this again? I'm just checking.
People who know how to punch a ballot properly.
Okay, good enough.
Talking about hanging chats. For the reference, hanging chats.
What
By the way,
chat
this
do
is
us?
going to be fast forwarded, by the way. Like this entire conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Unless
I'm
it's really
gonna
funny.
fast forward placement most of the time, just because it takes so long.
What?
I've got too many spots now. I've got like...
Right,
So
are we
you'd
good?
probably be fast forwarding me going like this.
Yeah. I'm gonna slow it down right.
Something epic just happened. What? We're about to flip.
All right.